Now at 6, the community of Neosho, Missouri participated in Food Basket Collection Day. Plus, the Crawford County Historical Museum hosted a historic cookie baking event in preparation of Christmas. And gingerbread house decorators put their skills to the test at the Joplin Historical Society.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A car in Joplin last night overturned after clipping a parked vehicle. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Elise Snowy. It happened around 7:15 on the 800 block of South Rex Avenue. Joplin police say the driver became trapped after her car flipped in between 2 parked vehicles. First responders were able to get her out safely. She was checked out by EMS at the scene but was not taken to the hospital. An SUV overturned on 7th Street in Joplin this morning, blocking traffic. It happened just after 10 a.m. at the intersection of 7th and Murphy Boulevard. Police say a southbound vehicle on Murphy collided with the eastbound SUV on 7th, causing the SUV to overturn. No one was injured, but traffic on 7th Street was temporarily blocked in westbound lanes. Meteorologist Katie Frazier joins us with the first look at weather.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday out there to you. Hope you've been having a good day so far. It has been a little bit breezy out and about across the 4 states, but the winds are expected to die down over the next several hours. We will have quiet weather over the next couple of days. Cool temperatures, though, are expected. We'll also have a look at your next chance of rain. Right now, conditions in Joplin, it is 43 degrees. Winds are already calming down, less than 10 miles per hour at this point. Feels a little bit cooler, though, with temperatures feeling like the upper 30s right now. As you can see, the winds across the 4 states are even reporting calm in Pittsburgh, with 9 in Joplin, Miami, and 7 in Parsons right now. We'll talk about how long these winds can potentially keep gusting, and we'll talk about your next chance of rain coming up in my full forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Katie. Well, it was a busy work day for volunteers in Neosho as they are getting ready for the Newton County Food Basket Brigade drive-through. Enough food to feed 900 families was sorted and counted in preparation for distribution next Saturday.
It started with people coming in, carrying out a bag or 2 bags of food and grocery sacks. And now when they go through a drive-through situation next week, they will have 2 huge boxes, and some of the bigger families might have 3 boxes of packed in food.
It's just the right thing to do. Like, I just felt called to do it, and even though I don't like waking up early on Saturday mornings, I felt like it was something I should be doing.
The goal of the initiative is to assist families during the Christmas season, supporting their Christmas dinner and nearly 2 weeks of staples. If you want to learn how to help, go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. The Crawford County Historical Museum today hosted a historic cookie baking event ahead of the holidays. Historic recipes included gingerbread, kawachki, Lebkuchen, rosewater currant cakes, and Polish ammonia cookies. Bakers provided samples as well as recipes for all of the 19th century desserts.
In the 19th century and earlier, that was the time of the year that they would spend money on ingredients that they normally wouldn't buy. And so we selected these as holiday cookies that are suitable for Christmas and New Year's.
The event began at 10 this morning and wrapped up around 2 this afternoon. The Joplin Historical Society and Joplin History and Mineral Museum today held their annual holiday open house. It included holiday exhibits such as a Christmas village and a cookie cutter exhibit. Attendees were also able to participate in a gingerbread contest consisting of 4 categories: children 10 and under, 11 to 17, adults, and professionals.
We have some that have sugar that's been melted and made into windows. Wonderful group of different people making creative, concepts for gingerbread houses for Christmas.
First and second place winners for each category received a gift card to Target. George Washington Carver National Monument hosted their holiday open house. Visitors had the chance to create ornaments and other crafts at make and take stations. The traditional event brought in local visitors as well as some travelers.
I usually plan all of our holiday activities, and I decided instead of staying in town that I would find something out of town for my family. And I looked and I researched and I heard so many great things about Carthage and the different light displays that they have, and I saw that this was going on, and so we decided to try it out.
Visitors could enjoy local musicians playing jazz renditions of holiday songs. A reading of George Washington Carver's Christmas cards also took place, and some of his original cards were on display. Coming up, the American Legion and a local church come together to remember veterans for the holiday season. Plus, a Springfield church is remembering those lost to violence and crime this year. The American Legion partnered with Peace Church Cemetery in Joplin today to place evergreen wreaths alongside the graves of those who served our nation. The wreaths are adorned with red ribbons to help us remember to always be grateful for those who served. The wreaths will remain in place through the Christmas holiday. A Springfield church is remembering those we've lost to violent crime. Joe Hickman visited the University Heights Baptist Church, where the lawn ornaments are different than the Christmas decorations you'd expect to see this time of year.
You expect to see decorations during Christmas time, many of them evoking the reason for the season. But at the University Heights Baptist Church on National Avenue next to Missouri State, you'll find a different kind of message. 23 crosses on the lawn in front of the chapel, representing the name of someone who has died by homicide this year in Greene and Christian counties.
Each one of those crosses represents a life, somebody who had a family.
There are so many senseless deaths that are taking place, and this is a way to speak out to that.
As people drive past it, I hope that it makes us realize the people that have died this last year and how we might be able to support and care for those families that are hurting, and to support and pray for the peace of our city.
The amount of gun violence in Springfield has been a major concern during a year where there have been 18 homicides in the city, including 3 in 5 days during November. As Springfield Police Chief Paul Williams told the City Council,
"Is there a concern about an element in our society that hadn't been there in the past that is growing?" Absolutely.
And people who used to feel safe in their neighborhoods,
This used to be a gorgeous place.
are now seeing more violent crime in their streets.
I heard probably 7 shots. Bang, 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 bang. I think my car got hit.
The loss of life has happened downtown, in the parking lot of a grocery store, and in rural areas. And nationally, a pair of shootings in Texas and Washington over the weekend marked the 37th and 38th shootings of the year, in which 4 or more victims were killed. A new record for the U.S. with 203 people murdered. There have been 627 mass shootings nationwide, in which 4 more people were either injured or killed.
The reality is that it's a real part of our lives, and it's around us every single day.
I've been here for many, many years, and it's just very, very discouraging.
And as for how the violence affects the perception of Springfield,
And it still, I think, has a small town feel to it, but it certainly has big city issues.
Yes, I'm sorry to say, but it is.
A little later, Pitt State looks to get its second win in a row, taking on the number 3 ranked team in the country. We'll have the highlights in sports.
Good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Katie Frazier. We are just 16 days away from Christmas, so time is coming short. You only have a couple more weeks to get your gifts for your friends and family. But taking a look over downtown Joplin from our Cornell camera, and you can see it is a quiet night. The flags are blowing a little bit on top of the building down there, but not too bad compared to what we've been experiencing throughout the day today. Now, winds for the next couple hours are still possible to gust up to about 20 to 25 miles per hour, although it does look like the winds are already starting to die down across the 4 states. By tomorrow, they really shouldn't even be a factor. This is 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. You could see out of the northwest anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. So it will feel a little bit chilly out there, but overall not as breezy as it was today. And then throughout the rest of your day on Sunday, we are expecting mostly calm winds. As far as rain goes, we are looking dry for the next several days as well. So just keep your eyes on the clouds, keep your eyes on the temperatures as well. This is our future track model through the rest of tonight, keeping temperatures in the upper 30s, low 40s through the 7 o'clock hour tonight. And then as we move throughout the day tomorrow, or at least the overnight hours, you can see we will be clear with just those northwesterly winds. Temperatures dropping down to the upper 20s tomorrow morning. It will certainly feel a bit chilly out there across the 4 states. By just after lunchtime tomorrow, you could see temperatures will be in the mid to upper 40s, and once again, clear skies. Winds are expected to be light, and then we will have some clouds moving in around 7:30 tomorrow evening, dinner time. But as you can see, no rain is expected, and we're expected to stay dry all the way through the start of the work week and through the middle of the work week as well. So if you're planning on having a lazy Sunday, temperatures will be in the high 40s tomorrow. Winds will be light, with a couple clouds, especially as we go throughout later in the day tomorrow. So it will be a good day if you just want to stay in bed and maybe watch a TV show, or here are some other things to do. You could go gift shopping if you don't want to be so lazy. You could do some gift wrapping. You could watch a Christmas movie or just any type of holiday movie, or bake some goodies. I know that's something that my mom and we always do this time of year. Now, here's what you could expect over the next several days. Cool is expected. Now, Wednesday, we will have a very low chance of rain for Wednesday. Temperatures staying in the mid-50s through the start of the work week. As you can see, tomorrow will be one of the cooler days, then warming up a little bit. And then as we move towards this upcoming weekend, we will have our next chance of rain starting on Friday, lasting through Saturday. We will continue to track that storm system. And then, of course, I'll be here next weekend for that. And then by Sunday of this upcoming weekend, you can expect cool temperatures again. But overall, a quiet week is in store. Back to you, Elise.
Still ahead, a Pitt State women's basketball player breaks the all-time single-game scoring record. And the Pitt State men's basketball team looks to get a big upset win over their home floor. Brock Baldridge has the highlights and more.
Team is off to a terrific start to their season. Pitt State is 7-1 to begin the year. Meanwhile, the men's basketball team is looking for a big upset at home. We start things off with the women's team. Pitt State at home, facing the Central Oklahoma Broncos. Pitt State looking to keep that win streak going. They're 7-1 on the season. First half here, Sydney Holmes for 3. She knocks it down. Pittsburgh State now leads going into the first half. So then later, look at this shot here. Grace Pyle knocks down the 3. Big time shot there. Pitt State goes into halftime leading in this one. So then we go into the second half. Pyle again for 3, and we'll have more on her in a minute. She gets really hot. Then all of a sudden, here's Harper Schreiner going off to Sydney Holmes. Foul and 1. And then we're not done yet with Grace Pyle. She goes in for the layup here in the second half. Pitt State now takes control of this game. Pyle again. Left hand is good there. And then Pyle for the scoring record. She knocks it down. Pittsburgh State now wins this game 95-76. Grace Pyle is your new women's scoring record. She scored 41 points tonight for the Gorillas.
I don't even know, man. I'm just really happy, and to be on a team who shares the ball as well as we do, and this is their accomplishment as much as it is mine.
But I think Grace deserves this moment. There's nobody, we have a few very close competitors, but there's nobody that's in the gym more than Grace Pyle. And I would bet that she's been in the gym, more hours over her life than probably most of the people.
Over to the men's side now. Pitt State at home facing the Central Oklahoma Broncos. UCO has yet to lose a game this season. Number 3 in the land. So we start things off in the first half. Here's Max Alexander. Mid-range jumper. Gets that one to go. Then's Marky English for 3 from downtown. Yes, splashes that one. So later in the first half, Pitt State is going to go right back to Marky English. Another 3 and gets that one. Gorillas hanging around this one. They trail 33-27 going to halftime. So in the second half, RJ Forney starts to get hot. Knocks down the 3 there. Later in the half, they go right back to Forney again. Knocks it down. Very next possession, Pitt State starting to really get hot from beyond the arc. And who else? RJ Forney for 3. Yes, Pittsburgh State. They upset the number 3 team in the land. The Gorillas win this one by a final score of 75-66. So over to the men's college basketball side for Missouri Southern now. Lions men's team is home against Newman this afternoon. Lions get back in the win column after their 6-game losing streak. They win this one 99-77. Vincent Sigmund Jr. had a great game, 17 points. And then Martin Macinas had 17 points in this one, 8 rebounds and 8 assists off the bench. Missouri Southern women's are also in action today. Missouri Southern gets a big win as the Lions win this one 97-56. Lions now improved to 5-4 on the season. Chrislyn Jones had the career high 22 points to this one. Caitlin Honeycutt coming off her career high game last Thursday. She scores 21 points. The high school hoops now. It's a big rivalry matchup between the Carthage Tigers and the Webb City Cardinals for first place in the Carthage Invitational. Carthage Tiger Invitational, and we've got a championship matchup between Webb City and Carthage. We start things off in the first quarter. Carthage looks to start fast in this one. Justin Ray makes it happen here. Gets the jumper three. More on him in a bit. Carthage leads 21-9. Second quarter, Dylan Q passes to Ray. And look at this, knocks down another one from deep for three. He finishes the game with 25 points. Tigers lead the Cardinals 34-21 at halftime. Second half now, Trent Yates gives up to Taylor Stevens-Diggs, and he makes it look easy. Carthage extends their lead 55-35, but Webb still has some fight. Omari Jackson gets in and lays it in for two. That will make it one more. And a bit later, Baron Duda is going to knock down the three-pointer. Cardinals are going to narrow their lead for the Tigers by 9 points. But that doesn't stop Steven Diggs. He stops the bleeding with two for a chance for another. And Carthage maintains their lead in this game and win 70-59. And there's their first tournament win in 12 years. Over to women's high school basketball now. The Carl Junction Lady Bulldogs are in the third place game of the Joplin Lady Eagle Classic. Carl Junction bounces off their tough loss from last night. CJ wins the third place game 47-38 to take home the third place trophy. In Division I men's hoops on Saturday marks the highly anticipated matchup between the Kansas Jayhawks and the Missouri Tigers in the border war that is now reborn. So we head to Allen Fieldhouse. The Kansas Jayhawks meet the Missouri Tigers. Just like old times, Kansas still currently leads this game 64-54. Let's look for sports. We'll be back right after this.
Newton County A&M Fairground in Neosho, Missouri today hosted a cat show. More than 150 purebred and household pet cats competed for top cats in 6 different judging rings. A cute cat costume contest also took place at the event. Some of the exhibitors at Show Me Cat Fanciers traveled more than 10 hours to participate.
We're from Neosho, and then we have some people from Carthage. And that's about as close. And then the next people are going to be a lot from Texas and some from Memphis and Ohio. And
I've been to Neosho before. It's a nice show. They do a great job. And I'm trying to get his Grand of Distinction. So if I can get 12 more finals on this cat, then he's done. And I won't be showing him anymore. So we'll see how that goes.
The event counted on a cat rescue on a site, meeting people. Vendors and prizes for kids were also a part of the cat show. The next cat show in Neosho will be hosted on the second Saturday of April. Well, how cute are they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, final note for sports.
Grace Pyle, I mean, what more can you say? 41 points, all-time scoring record, not just men's, women's, so both levels. So that's really impressive for what she did at Pitt State tonight.
She should be proud of that for sure.
Yes.
All right, thanks, Brock. Well, that's our time for now. Thanks for making us part of your night.